Welcome one, welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. Right next to me, we have my wonderful co-host.
It is Omar.
And my other insanely magical co-host.
It could be Jordan.
It could be Jordan.
It could
Might not be, though. You don't know.
Man, so I went through the most horrible experience recently, guys.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
Let's get right into it.
This is all right. I'm gonna preface this by saying that this is a first world problem. Okay, I'm gonna say that right out of the
I
gate.
said no pickles.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that right out of the gate so that I don't get a bunch of hate on this shit. Okay?
Yeah, our fans in Africa are very mad right now.
I can only imagine. Okay, so I'm ordering a gift for my mom because it's her birthday. Okay. I have Amazon Prime, as any normal, good, God-fearing American would.
Exactly.
Okay, I have Amazon Prime, and Amazon Prime has 1 day shipping. Okay, it used to be 2 day, but now it's 1 day because they're fucking,
Taking over the world.
masters of the universe. So on and so forth.
everywhere now.
Exactly, so on and so forth.
They're
so
making
Amazon,
people pee in the car now.
yeah, Amazon has 1 day shipping. Okay, so this thing, I get it. It's supposed to come in, May 1st. Okay, I need the gift by May 7th.
Okay.
All right. So I'm like, okay, it'll come in May 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to come in, and then I get a note that says delivery could not be done. And I'm trying to look at why. And it says receptacle full. And I was like, what do they mean? Like, they can just drop it at my door.
Yeah.
Because there's like a delivery receptacle in my specific apartment. But if it's full, the delivery drivers always leave a package at the door. I'm just like, this fucker just didn't leave it at the door. He just took it back to the post office. Like, I'll just do it next time. Right? So then over the next 3 days, I'm like, are you guys not going to redeliver this? Like, nothing was said. The package never showed up. So then I go to USPS, specifically USPS, and I go to the website. You have to schedule a redelivery, first of all. So they're not going to do it automatically.
Yeah.
UPS will do it like automatically, right? And other company, UPS and Amazon do it. But I guess Amazon had contracted out to USPS because it's cheaper to get them to do it sometimes. So they're just like, instead of having our own drivers do it, we'll just pay USPS like 25% of what we would have paid to do it and let them fucking deliver it, right? But they suck. They're so inefficient, right?
Yeah, they fucking do suck.
So
I like USPS.
they're horrible.
I had a similar situation, AB.
Let me go.
I'm gonna let you.
this.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish.
So, right, I have to schedule this redelivery. I scheduled the redelivery, and it's been like 2 or 3 days. Still haven't gotten it. I'm just like, okay, why the fuck haven't they redelivered it? And then I call the fucking post office, and to be able to call USPS,
Oh my God,
Literally
bro.
impossible.
you get a bunch of robots,
my
right?
God.
And to get a person, it says you have a 40 to 45 minute wait. I'm just like, okay,
fucking
and then it's like,
God.
all right, we can call you back. I was like, all right, fucking call me back, whatever. So they call me back during a work day, okay, and I'm talking to them, right? And they say, oh, the package hasn't left yet. It's at the post office. It's like, I was like, okay, I'll go fucking pick it up.
Yeah.
All right, because I don't want to deal with you guys anymore. I'll go pick it up.
Yeah.
I'll get this. I'll take this off your hands. All right. I'll make this easy for you.
You can't do that.
Yeah. So it was a lady in India, so who probably doesn't even fucking live in the United States. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I was like, okay, I'll go pick it up. And she tells me where the post office is at, because online it doesn't tell me what post office it's at. You know what I mean? I'm like, why doesn't it tell me? But she's like, okay, I know where it's at. And I was like, all right, I'll go pick it up. So I go to this post office to pick it up. First of all, it's like on a Friday and like 2:00. The line is long as fuck.
Oh no.
Right?
Okay.
And I get in line. I'm waiting for like 25 minutes. And I get to the front of the line. And I go to the dude. I'm like, hey, I'm real nice. I'm like, hey, how are you doing? He's like, I'm not doing good. That's what he says.
I mean,
First of all, the post. All right, let me say this. Let me back up a little bit. The post office, I pull up. It is depressing. It's empty as fuck.
Yeah.
The workers are wearing masks, and they're uncomfortable as fuck. And people are arguing with them constantly, right?
Yeah.
I go up to this worker. I'm like, how you doing? He says, I'm not doing great at all. I'm like, all right, okay. I know this place fucking sucks. I'm like, hey, dude, can you help me find this package? And I'm sure it's back there. And he's like, do you need stamps, a money order, anything with your passport or something else? I was like, no. He's like, all right, you're going to have to go over there around to this other line. I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, no one told me. There's no signs. There's nothing, like, put up. That
Were you in the
tells
line, like, in the main area, like, where
Yeah.
all the shit is? You were
Yeah.
in that line?
Like, you would assume
Oh.
this is where they're going to answer your problem.
Yes,
I
but
know- I
no,
know
but
exactly
no.
the line you're talking about.
There's another line next to a little window where all the
Yeah.
packages are. We have to go to that line.
What
So
the-
dude, I go to that line, and in front of me, there's like 2 Hispanic ladies, older Hispanic ladies. One of them is trying to get the post office to cash her money order, and she's like arguing with them. She's like, I worked in banking for 25 years, and I know like you're supposed to cash my money order, and and then the chick, dude, I got to give it to these people at the post office though. They are the best, some of the best arguers I've ever seen in my life.
yeah.
Like they are very, like they could be lawyers. Like they have very good like very, very good at like coming back at you, like
Yeah,
with their
yeah.
answer, like, and she wasn't being mean. Like the chick was just being, the worker was being dry.
She's hitting her with facts and making her feel
yeah,
dumb.
yeah. She was like, "Ma'am, I was 30 years in banking. All right, ma'am." She's like, "I know what I'm doing, and this is not what the post office has done. All right,
That's the best arguing.
USPS, this post office does it one way versus this USPS might do it another way, but
Yeah.
over here we don't do it that way." And she was giving her the straight talk, right? And this lady was like, "But I don't understand," and blah, blah, blah. And then literally the lady said the exact same thing 3 times, and then the worker was like, "Ma'am, you're gonna have to go cash it at the bank. Like, there's nothing we can do here." And then the lady was like, "Okay, I'm gonna need your name." And she was like, "Yeah, my name is Miss Teresa," or some shit like that.
Bro,
I
but
hate
at
when they
that
ask that.
point, like, why do you need to do that here?
Don't you hate when they do that shit? Like, I need to get your name. It's like, what are you gonna do with that?
You're not gonna do
What are you
anything
gonna
about
do
it.
with that information? Do you know
I'm
somebody
gonna
that's
report you to the president.
Yeah, what are you gonna? Who are you gonna tell?
The postmaster general.
Postmaster. I'd like to speak to the postmaster
I'd
general.
like to speak to the postmaster.
Yeah.
At once.
Your employee Rebecca was talking to me pretty rude. So you eventually got up to the line. You got past the Hispanic ladies.
Yeah, exactly. I got. Let me give you another story about another Hispanic lady. So
Oh,
there was
God.
one. There was
You got
one
2.
after that one. That one took 15 minutes alone. There was
Jesus
another one. This
Christ.
one took another 15 minutes, and she was basically trying to figure out why she hasn't gotten her Social Security check. And then the lady at the post office is telling her, "Ma'am, we have hundreds of thousands of letters that come through here a week. There's no way that we can find your specific letter in this file of letters unless you have a tracking number.
Yeah.
There's no way to find it. We don't know if it's here."
I'll tell you my name. Go look for
And
it.
she's like, "But you can't find it. It's right there. No, it's right there." And I can do this accent. I'm Hispanic, okay?
And she had no tracking number.
No, there was no tracking number on her shit.
She just had her name and that was it.
Exactly. And then
Who the fuck are you?
the worker's like trying to explain this to her, and the lady's like, "But I don't understand." And she's like, "Ma'am." And then the lady says, "But I see the mail lady. She comes around to my house 3 times a day. She never brings my letter, my check, my Social Security check." You know what I mean?
Bro, the lady listening to that is probably like, "What the fuck? What am I supposed to do?
Right?
With that? I don't."
But
of
dude,
course she does.
She kept her cool, man. She was not a bitch. She was just like really blunt, like
Bro.
dry, but not a bitch.
Oh my god.
And she's like, "Ma'am, you're gonna have to talk to the Social Security office to get them issue another check or something like that, because there's no way for us to identify one letter out of
Yeah.
every other fucking letter that we get in this place."
You have no tracking number, so we had to go letter by letter and just look at names. Just at names.
Yeah, how would you even identify that? Like, how would you find that?
You just have to
There's
look.
no
Like
way.
a package is
There's
one
no
thing
way.
because it's like, it's bigger than a letter. But a letter you can have a stack of you can have like thousands of those in
Yeah,
a small box.
You have to go use your hands and look through every letter,
It's impossible.
every envelope,
No
and just
way.
find it.
I don't know what the lady expected. Like, what the fuck is the worker supposed to do? They can't move heaven and earth. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy talk.
But yeah, eventually I get to the line, I show the lady my address or whatever, and she's like, "All right, I'm gonna go look for your package." Takes her about 15 minutes, but she finds my package. Gives it to me.
Hey.
She's nice.
Hey, good job, guys.
So the story has a happy ending.
Great job, USPS.
You know, my first world problem had a happy
It
ending.
could have went very bad.
Yeah, you could have been one of those Hispanic ladies.
Exactly. I could have been one of those Hispanic ladies. I'm glad I got my package, but basically the moral of this is that USPS is horrible.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. So when I was making shirts, I used USPS, and most of the time they got the job done. But there was one time I was shipping a shirt to my dad, and it got to the post office, and that bitch just disappeared. We don't know where the shirt is
Bro,
to this day.
I-
That shit is just gone.
one time I bought some shit from Nike off the website, right? And I rarely do that because Nike has a lot of stores and, they sell a lot of different businesses and shit.
If you ever do it with Nike, bro, get it shipped to the store.
I should have.
Because the way Nike like packages their stuff, you can always see the logo. Like it's always visible. If you get a box from Nike, they have like a Nike sign on the box, and somebody will take that shit.
That's true. That's how I felt when I got my Xbox delivered. I was like, bro,
that shit
and
is
that was
scary.
like that was in the heat when everyone didn't have an Xbox and they were trying to get one, and I got
Yeah.
lucky during like a Christmas like release, and I got an Xbox, and I was like, bro, someone's gonna steal that shit. I kept calling because I wasn't at home, and I kept calling someone at my house like, can you check the fucking front door? Someone's gonna take my Xbox, please. But so I got some shit from Nike, and it said that it was going to be at my house within, regular 5 to 7 business days, whatever the fuck, right?
Okay.
And I was like, all right, cool. So it got to that day that it was supposed to arrive, and then all of a sudden I stopped seeing anything. Like I couldn't get like an updated like delivery location, nothing like that. Usually it's like it's out on a delivery truck headed to your house or something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything. So then the next day it was like in another state. And I was like, bro, what the
Yeah.
fuck? I was like, where the fuck is my shirt? It was supposed to be over here. It's in like fucking, I don't know, New Jersey.
This
Where
is,
the hell is this?
this is via USPS.
This is via USPS.
Yeah.
And this was one of the first times I had ever like knowingly dealt with USPS.
Yeah.
Usually it's UPS or FedEx or something. I hardly ever get anything from USPS. And Nike was being cheap, I guess. And then eventually, I don't have like a real story for this, but basically it was a similar situation where it ended up in a different state. I called them. I could not get a hold of a person, bro. I tried every mix of combinations of like options where it's like speak to this person, and every time it led to a voicemail. And then when it wouldn't lead to a voicemail, it'd lead to a person who would transfer me to a voicemail.
Oh my God.
And eventually, I gave up, and I was like, I'm not gonna get someone on the phone. I don't care about this anymore. I can't do this anymore. So then I called Nike. And just given the fact that they're a huge company, they were like, we don't give a shit. We'll send you another one. Yeah, bro, fine. We'll send you another one. I don't care. And he sent me another one. It was all good. But USPS did not handle it.
No, they didn't give a fuck.
And they never called me back. And I got to the voicemails like you did. We're like, we'll call you back, blah, blah, blah. They never called me back. No one ever called me back. I never got a voicemail from like the 3 different voicemails I talked to. It never got resolved on their end. Nike was the ones that resolved it.
Nike got it fixed.
Yeah, Nike got it fixed. I still don't know where that package is to this day.
Jesus
It
Christ.
could be some
Horribly inefficient, man.
horribly. Is it because it's a national? Well, like
It's
they're all
because
national.
It's government. It's like government backed.
Yeah.
That's true. It was the first one, wasn't it?
Anything that's like government backed, run by the government, it's
And it's
always going to be
so-
slow.
You have
and
to think about it.
horrible.
Inefficient.
It's so
Yeah.
many packages, bro.
It's probably so many
Yeah.
redundant like processes.
I've only had one bad time with USPS though, so I'm a supporter of USPS.
On the other hand,
I'm
UPS,
the only man here.
UPS, FedEx, Amazon, I get my
Expensive.
packages every single time on time. There's
Yeah.
never
Amazon
FedEx
fucked me
kills
up
it.
one time.
What Amazon? But Amazon's what Amazon do?
Amazon just said, "Yo, your jacket is gone." I ordered a jacket and then it just never came.
Sorry, bro.
They was like, we don't know where it is.
Ooh, that was yours.
That was,
bro, my bad.
that bitch is gone. Hey, the worker is wearing that hoe right now.
Man, all right. So sometimes, like around my apartment complex, right? Like recently, I just said they leave packages in front of people's doors sometimes, right?
Yeah.
A little sketchy.
Very
And
sketchy.
I'm home all day, right? So like sometimes I go for a walk around the complex during my lunch break. So I saw one day.
You ever think about
I'm about to go into
Oh my
that. So I
God.
saw one of those super expensive Dyson, the new super advanced state of the art Dyson vacuums that's like it almost looks like a gun. It looks like a little, like you hold it in your hand and it's long and you just
Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. That's a portable vacuum.
yeah, but it's not
Okay.
like a little one. It's like a big one. It's like a fucking it looks like a gun.
Yeah.
And you just vacuum shit up. And it's like super state of the art. It's like one of the highest quality. It costs like fucking $400, $500.
Whoa,
You know
I
how
saw
much
it-
money you have to spend that on the fucking vacuum?
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, but people who have like pets and shit, they kind of
Oh, that's
they
true.
need
They
like
got
something
it.
good, right?
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it's a good deal because you're not gonna need to buy a new one. Like
That is
ever.
yeah. Use that in your car. and
That's
stuff.
right.
That is pretty useful.
And Dyson's like the highest quality of that brand.
Yeah.
I see this outside of someone's door, and I'm just like, dude. I'm thinking to myself. I stop when I see it. I'm like, I could take this right now. This person would be. They could just get another one because they could just say, "Oh, I never got it." And they would
Exactly.
get. It would be no harm to them. It'd be a little inconvenience, right?
Yeah.
But they wouldn't get charged.
They'll
again.
get it eventually.
They would get it. It would
Yeah.
be like maybe a week or two later, but they'd get it. And the
And guess
company's
what?
not going to fight them. Dyson's a fucking multi-million-dollar company.
and you have a brand new vacuum.
And I have a brand
Free of
new
charge.
vacuum, free 99.
Now we both got
Premium,
Dysons.
Free
Now we
99.
both have
Now
Me and
both,
we both
now
got
me and my
Dysons.
neighbor both had Dysons.
Yeah.
I didn't have to order it.
I didn't even have to order it.
But-
you didn't have to order it or pay for it. It
Yeah.
just appeared at your front door.
But that thought crossed my mind. And I was like, dude, I could just take it and no one
Oh,
would,
yeah.
no one would fucking know.
I feel that.
But I
feel
didn't
that.
take it.
I feel that all the time.
I didn't
Dude,
take it.
to this day, because I know that there are situations. I've heard so many situations from different people where like they dispute charges with their banking company and
Yeah.
shit like that, and they get away with buying some expensive thing. Like they buy some really expensive MacBook, and like let's say they're going to like South Carolina, like to visit their family, and they get it sent over to South Carolina. They pick it up over there, and they bring it back over here, and they're like, I don't live in South Carolina. Like how did I buy that? And they dispute their charge, and they get it taken off. So now they got a free MacBook. You know,
But that reflects badly on your credit.
really,
Yeah, it goes on your credit report. So whenever you get a hard credit check, like say whenever
No
you want to
fucking kidding. I
whenever you
didn't
want to
know
that.
buy
I
like
did not know that.
a big asset like a house or anything like that, shit like
You
that,
lied about this
shit like
MacBook
that
in
gets reflected
2006.
It gets reflected in your credit report. So if you're someone who does that a lot, so if you're like, oh, I didn't get it and I need a refund, and if you do that a lot, whenever they're like checking your credit like for like when you're buying a house and shit, they're gonna be like, okay, this guy's always asking for his fucking money back.
This guy's a fucking
You
liar.
can't do that in a house. A house
No
is a
way
fucking,
you didn't get the MacBooks.
Yeah, a house is $300,000 asset. You're not gonna
Yeah.
be able to get your fucking money back on that.
let me ask you
Yo,
this.
somebody bought a house over here in North Dakota. I don't know who it was.
I don't know who bought that.
And they
I'm
charged
gonna
it to
I'm
my
gonna
card.
need it back on my card.
They charged the mortgage to my car. I didn't want this. Wait, so you're telling me immediately when you do that, like from the get go, or is it like when they start to pick up on it and then they start to put notes in
I
your
feel like
account?
I feel like they
all-
put it on
It's
your
all a
account.
pattern thing.
Wow.
If you do it once or twice, no one's gonna notice, right? But if you've done it frequently and like it's a thing you do,
Oh,
like,
that's a risk at that
Okay,
point.
yeah.
credit
At that point, you're
companies-
being stupid.
the
But
the people who run those are very, very smart people, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just and you're just
not
a
fooling them.
you're a data point. They know how to like add you into the system to where it says like, okay, this guy's a piece of shit. We're gonna take him off of the people that
That's
we want to
exactly
give
what it says.
that we want to give good credit scores to, and we're gonna fuck him up and charge him a super high interest rate whenever he wants to buy a house
Yeah.
or a
what's
car.
his customer status? He's a piece
something.
of shit.
Piece of
Yeah.
shit.
He's a piece of shit, disputing asshole.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I know a lot of people who probably have bad credit score because of that.
Yeah.
But there are also people that have done it just like once or twice with something really big, like a really big TV or something like that.
Yeah.
And I've always been thinking about like, what's my big thing? When I move out, man, like I'm gonna get me a fat ass 80-inch TV sent over to like fucking Iowa, and I'm gonna go pick it up.
Fly there and pick
and
it
I'm gonna
up.
go pick it up, and that's gonna be my one. I've never ever disputed a charge. That's gonna be my one.
Dude, with how cheap TVs are nowadays, that might not even be worth.
Yeah,
your
it's not
time.
even worth
Dude,
it.
when I recently bought a TV, it's not a huge one. It was like it's like a really like high
How many inches?
not high quality. It's 43
What are you
inches.
packing?
What would you
What are
pack?
you
How many?
packing?
How
How
many?
big is it?
How many inches you got on there?
I got the girth. It's only 43 inches. But
I got
the girth
the
is
girth.
No, but it's only 43 inches. But it's like a Samsung series, whatever the fuck, the newest series.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It's
yeah.
supposed to be like one of the higher end ones, but it's not huge.
Yeah.
And it was only like less than $300. It was like 270.
TVs are
Dude, it
extremely
wasn't-
cheap.
I thought for sure it was gonna be like in the 400s or 500s. It was.
It depends
really
on what
cheap.
you're trying to get. If you're trying to get like a 4K one, then hey yo, that's
that was 4K.
Nah,
It's
4K.
4K?
4K is
UHD, 4K.
Gio,
like
4K.
Series 7, Series
4K
8
is
or
the new
whatever.
standard.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
it's
if
like
you-
8K.
If you want something nice, it's 8K.
Yeah.
4K is the new standard. Like
How you
every
gonna do
TV
8K
has.
though?
And then they
every
added
TV
another
is-
letter.
Yeah.
It's like 8K QLED.
20K, 20K,
20K.
20 GH all the way up. We got. We got
Damn,
20 GH
Remember when
TVs.
it was like curved TVs for like a
Dude,
month, and then
I
that
didn't
shit
make
died
it, though.
out.
Those
I
didn't make
remember
it.
my
Who would want
parent.
that?
My parents used to have like the big TV with the part, like the box part in the back with all the tubes and the wires.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it was heavy. Like
Those are
legitimately,
so
like
heavy.
picking it up and trying to move it out of the house is like that shit weighs like a couple $100.
Yeah.
Like you need
Yeah.
like 3 people to fucking lift that thing.
Yeah,
But then the other ones, like you just lift that yourself.
you could if you wanted
Dude,
to.
the new ones are just fucking like you can. They're light. Like
No.
they're as thin as a notebook.
I think that's why they're so
100%
cheap
true,
now because they're just so easy to make. Like,
Yeah, the technology is just it's become so good and it's become so advanced.
If
that
you
it's
wanted
just
a
like-
big TV back then, like, bro, you had to like set aside a whole day to put it in your house.
yeah, man,
Because that shit was
You
huge.
had to get 4 grown men to
pick up,
Exactly.
pick up,
the
pick
stairs.
up, pick up 4 guys from Home Depot.
Hey, we got to put a TV
Hey,
in my house.
One heck, no, I'm just joking.
$20, I'll do it.
You don't have to cut a blade of grass.
God
Just put a
forbid-
TV in here.
God forbid you got a set of stairs in your house.
Oh my
If you got a
God.
set of stairs in your house,
It's done.
There is no way you're getting that up without
Well, you better-
really lifting
you better
it.
go up
Hector,
there.
go ahead and bring that up the stairs for me.
Oh my!
Hey, you
Sometimes-
better open a window.
Bro, I hope those guys get some money. But sometimes when you see those folks outside of Home Depot, you think like, do they really get like?
They're getting
jobs?
like $20.
That's what I'm saying.
dude.
Like, is it even
Like,
worth
how
it?
often?
Like being out there?
they be out there.
I think they're
Depends
out
what
there
they
for.
do.
They're out
Sometimes
there.
they get easy money. Like, for instance, my girlfriend, right? Like, she needed people to help move a couch into her house,
Mhm.
and there was none of her brothers or her dad were around. It was just her and her mom. So she went and picked up 2 dudes. I think they paid them $20 each, and they just moved in the couch. And that's an easy $20.
Wow.
$20.
That's it.
Wow, that's practical.
That's not bad.
That's
I'll do
nice.
that.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'll stand out there for that.
Yeah, I get
Their fucking backs are all messed up. It's like $20.
That
This is the 8th couch of like the
right?
day.
No health care. Illegal.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus, man.
No,
I feel like they're
nothing.
just outside for like the vibes or whatever, just
Yeah.
to be with the homies.
What if you
And
don't
that's
even
it.
pay them? Who are they gonna? Who are they gonna look upon to be like, wait, but he owes me money? It's like, no, I
Nah,
don't.
they just-
I don't know who this
every-
guy
They
is.
just pull up.
time
They
you
just
go
pull
to
up
Home
with the hands,
Depot.
bro.
I don't know who this guy is. I've never seen this guy in my life.
They just pull up with the hands. That's it.
He just broke. I just found him in my house, and he's talking about I owe him money for.
You call ice on them as soon as they do the job. for you. Like you get them to do like a whole tile like roofing job, and then at the end of it, you just call ice on them.
You make friends with them for like 3 days. Like they keep coming to your house. They're working on more and more, and they finally finish. And you're like, Who are you?
You know, you're nice and you give them water and stuff like that. You give them snacks, you give them cold water, and at the end you just call ICE and then you just fucking pick them up and take them.
It's all a fucking facade, man. It's not real. Just pretended like I knew you. Yeah, those guys, I feel bad, bro. They gotta.
that
some
is
shit like that has
fucked
to
up.
happen to them every now and then.
Oh, it has to.
Oh, I'm
sure.
It has to.
Or like
Oh
people
my
probably just
God.
drive by and they're just like, look at these Mexicans, and they just call ICE on them. I'm sure it
Oh, that's
happens,
fucked up.
unfortunately, all the time.
Bro,
there
just
was
leave them
recently-
alone.
You remember that the story when you remember when so we live in Texas and there was recently a point where like state regulated kind of like rule where like you don't have to wear a mask necessarily.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
businesses can still turn you away.
Yeah.
So Pico's near a place where I work, doesn't matter where, near a place where I work, they threatened that they were gonna call ICE on the workers because they wanted them to wear a mask. It was like
Bro.
a family.
That's fucked up.
What a
Ooh.
really bold what the fuck?
The kitchen staff should have
That's
just
kinda
walked out.
douchey,
The whole
though.
kitchen staff should just. If you
Yeah,
go to
who makes a
any-
statement like that?
If you
what
go,
a fucked up thing to say.
you go to any restaurant, whether it be Vietnamese, Mexican, Arab, 99% of the time, the whole kitchen staff is Hispanic.
Yeah.
And sometimes
I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna say
Hispanic.
most places in majority, like
Hispanic,
in food at
bro.
all,
Mexicans
Hispanic.
and Guatemalans,
Legitimately.
shit ton of them.
Like I used to go to this
bro,
place.
you go in the back of Turkey Leg Hut, it is Mexican people in there.
Hell yeah, man.
5-foot Mexican dudes
Dude,
cooking their asses
bro,
off.
I used-
making turkey legs all day.
I used to go to this place in downtown in the mornings. It was like a Vietnamese place. I'd get banh mi's and like Vietnamese coffee and shit like that from
Banh
there.
mi?
Literally all the fucking workers there, except for the servers and whatnot, are Mexican.
Bro,
The guys making my banh mi are Mexican. I'm like, this guy's never even been to Vietnam. He's making my fucking
got
banh mi.
Vietnamese know about a banh mi?
in the front.
Get us on banh mi, see? You know what I mean?
Banh mi el pollo.
Making me a banh mi.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's kind of a dickhead thing to like say, yo, I'm gonna call ICE because y'all don't have a mask on, bro. Just leave.
No, it's a huge dickhead.
Just go
thing to say.
home.
Yeah.
Just eat somewhere else. If
Like-
I see people with a mask on, I just say, yo, I'm not walking over there.
It's
And that's
fucked
it.
up. Like, imagine being one of those workers. And someone like you're like
Yo, that's
you know
crazy.
the management or like one of the waiters had to be like, hey, listen, we got like an issue. Like they were saying this. Like you got to be like, damn, like I got to cook these people. Not necessarily.
Pat,
gotta
I still have
these
to make
people
their food.
but I have to cook people food that might be like these people. And like I just got to keep working for the man. Like there's
That
no
fucking sucks.
there's no leverage in fighting back. There's no power. They have no power. It's
Boo.
fucked up. It's crazy.
Fuck capitalism.
Fuck capitalism.
comrade. Let's go. Fuck all them.
Let's go burn down every Walmart.
Burn
you
down
see.
all the Walmarts.
Burn down the wall.
On May 8th,
Just the
11 p.m., we're all burning down every Walmart.
Just the Walmarts. I hate fucking Walmarts.
That's
Most
the type of
de-
shit we gotta
so
do, bro.
depressing.
Depressing?
The lighting is horrible. The workers hate their lives. The
I
workers
mean,
hate
that's
their
everywhere
job.
though.
It's true.
Nah, Target's better.
I was in Michael's today and I was like, damn, this shit is depressing.
Being
the fluorescent
in a line
lighting,
at Walmart,
not fun.
I don't know, bro. Being in a line
Walmart's
at Walmart
horrible, man.
is sad.
I'm gonna tell you what's depressing. The parking lot, like when you're driving in the parking lot at Walmart, it is just angry people, and they don't know how to drive.
In Walmart,
No, like the parking lot
They're
at
angry.
Walmart.
because you know why? Because everyone is fucking leaving Walmart.
They're
Yeah.
angry because they have to go to Walmart.
They're leaving Walmart in a they're because
That's why they're angry.
I hate that I even had to be here.
Yeah.
But they're pissed because everyone leaving Walmart is walking out in a steady stream, right?
Yeah.
No one is walking out in 3 bunches. They're walking out one, and then like right when I would get to go, one more comes out. And
Yeah.
right when I would get to go, another one comes out.
That is facts.
Why don't all of y'all go together? So I
And
can
they
just
always do
fucking
that
go?
stupid ass slow walk
Yeah.
where they're just like looking at their bags or like they're checking their phone or they don't walk with intention.
Yeah.
Or you know
Bitch,
what I hate?
Get
more?
out the road.
And then
Bro, when they don't walk straight across the street, but they walk
they do the
diagonally.
diagonal-
Walk straight across that hoe.
And then being that we're in Houston, they're all fucking dumpy looking too.
Exactly,
They're
bro.
just fucking
Just walking
Oh,
diagonally
God.
across the whole thing, taking like 30 seconds, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna run you over.
I'm not gonna lie. One of the first times I was like driving on the road, like I was in some shopping center, and I didn't really comprehend fully like what to do when people are crossing, like when they get out the store. So I think we was in front of like an Old Navy or something like that, and there was a group of women just walking out in front of me, and I was like, bro, they're going too slow. And my mom was right next to me. She's like, okay, you just have to let them go. And I'm like inching up, like I'm like slowly inching up. And then, and I'm inching up so fast that like eventually like the car is right there. And she's telling me to like stop. She's like, stop. And then I'm like, fuck them. They're going to get out the way. And so eventually it got to the point that one of the ladies like put their hand on my car to
it's
like
New
try to
York.
stop me from going.
He said, "Stop, young man."
How?
Stop,
Okay,
young
but no,
man.
but this sounds like they were taking a very long.
They were
time.
taking a long ass time.
How
I was
long
like,
would you
bro,
say? Put a
They're
time
old,
on it.
They're old ladies, bro.
15 seconds.
It was probably about 2025.
And that's a long time.
That's a long time.
For somebody walking in front of your car, that is a
I mean,
really
if
long
they're
time.
old, you gotta.
They weren't old. They were like in their 30s or 40s.
Oh,
Mow 'em
that's,
down,
that's
Gio.
not
Exactly.
That's not
Mow one of them. Mow one of them down and send them a message. You keep walking
Mow 'em
slow.
down.
It's gonna happen to all of y'all, not just her.
I should have. I should have just plowed through them.
Man, you
God
guys,
damn it.
you guys know what I hate? I hate when you like lose or misplace something, especially something that you think should be easy to find. Like recently, right? Okay, a few years ago, I had bought some Bitcoin, right? I bought like
Oh my
6% of a Bitcoin. Right?
That's a bad misplace.
I bought 6% of a Bitcoin, and it was worth about $480. At least
Yeah.
the amount I bought, the total amount of what I bought was worth $480. Okay, and I somehow lost the key to the wallet, right?
Yep.
And I can't find it. I've tried everything to find it, and I can't find it. Right? I was looking it up today. That exact amount that I had is worth about $4,000.
Oh,
And I spent $480 to buy that. So I was trying recently to. I was going heaven, hell, everywhere to see if I can find this fucking key, and I just could not find it.
Bro,
It was the most upsetting thing.
I'm going to just say fuck Coinbase, bro. Because I had an account. I don't know what the account was like linked to. Was it to my phone number or my email? I don't know. But I had hella money in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and lithium. And that shit's just gone.
damn,
Gone.
like
maybe-
thousands.
Maybe not thousands. I had a couple
Close to
hundred. I had a couple hundred in Ethereum, and that shit's just gone now.
Maybe it's in your old iCloud.
I hope it is, cause they owe me some money.
You have your old phone with you?
Nah, that bitch gone.
Bro, that's a big problem with like cryptocurrency. Like
Yeah,
those,
man.
a lot of those sites do that. Like there's so many like stories that I've read on Reddit and stuff like that with people that have lost their accounts, and
Bro.
there's literally they'll call everybody. They'll go through the ends of the earth because some people have more. Like some people have in your situation, but they have like 3 times that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a
Or
lot.
and they're like, this is life changing money.
Or
Like I need
what
this
was the
right
guy
now.
that had like a couple million and he just didn't remember the
and his
the
flash
code?
drive.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do, man.
Oh my.
But
God.
what if it's a conspiracy to keep a good foundation for Bitcoin?
This shit ain't real. No one ever bought it in the beginning. We pretended that some people bought like $300
Which
worth.
you all lied.
Yeah, man. It sucks that they don't have like a better backing, or
Nah,
like a better administrative
It's a
system.
security thing,
Yeah.
right?
It's a security thing, but like there
It's
should be a way
in-
of like verify it.
In essence, no, there is,
Should
right?
be like dual
There's the
verifying.
blockchain, right? So you
Yeah.
can go online and you can see any Bitcoin transaction that's ever been made is in the blockchain. You can
Yeah.
look it up, right? But
I think it's part of the benefits
You have
of
no access to that
Bitcoin.
blockchain though.
like you can't get into. It's all about the wallets. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Is most people lose the wallet or they lose the keys to the wallet in
Yeah.
terms of like the password to the wallet or the hash to the wallet,
But that's
which is
I'm
what I
saying,
lost.
like an individual account, they should have like a because they have a better backing for the actual like infrastructure
Yeah.
of the Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's based on the specific company that your wallet's with.
But and that's
most of those-
that's
yeah.
very recent.
and those are shady.
That's very recent.
and yeah, and they started getting so much business so quickly that they didn't really know what to do, and like
Yeah.
shit just kind of fell by the wayside. Like if they just didn't pay attention to it, and like if you weren't paying attention to it, it's gone.
That shit's gone.
And they don't know what the hell to do now because like they weren't even expecting to have this much business.
Because for people that were buying it like in 2013 or like 2014, bro, there was nothing. There was like
Yeah.
no security. Like you just bought it and you just said, "Hey,
dude.
Bro, the way I know that most people like the way I found out about Bitcoin was I know people who used to sell marijuana and they sell narcotics, and they buy it off the black web, and they would buy it with cryptocurrency.
oh yeah,
That was way back in the day, way before any of this
Yeah,
got
man.
like even moderately popular.
Yeah.
I used to have a buddy. It was because it was called Silk Road, right? And it was just like a major. It was like Amazon, but for the dark web, right? You could buy anything on there. You could buy fucking Hitman. You could buy
Jesus.
Yeah, you could buy venomous snakes. All
rare
kinds of
tiger.
crazy.
Is there a
shit.
Silk Road Prime? Can the hitman get there in like a day?
2 days. You get
I
2
need
days.
you to kill my my neighbor in a day.
day.
But yeah, I have a buddy who used to go on there and he would buy like fucking M&M bottles full of like Zans and all this kinds of crazy
Jesus
shit, right?
Christ.
And it would just come to your house like an Amazon package. It's
crazy.
But back then you had to only buy it with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitcoin was only like it was less than like $100 a coin.
Because you had to use some sort of untraceable currency.
Yeah.
And that's an untraceable currency.
That bitch is untraceable. You cannot get to it.
Speaking of this whole like how like secure but not secure the shit is, did you guys hear about that Turkish cryptocurrency? Some guy who created some cryptocurrency. I should have looked into it more. But some guy who created some cryptocurrency, some Turkish one. he made off with like $2 billion worth of investors' money.
Wild.
He basically bailed.
Turkish cryptocurrency. I only trust an American one.
I would barely even trust
Completely
that
honestly,
one.
bro. Really honestly, the only
regulation
the
at
only
all
financial system I trust, and I don't even trust it, is the American system.
Yeah.
I really don't. No other system is reliable. Like the Europeans don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're like, fuck America, but like, dude, if you look at other countries, fuck them. Like,
Yeah, dude.
they really do whatever the fuck they want to their
China,
citizens.
bro.
China
China
does whatever
They
they
have
want.
people in fucking slave camps now.
And you can't do anything about it.
At least we don't fucking have that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Could be
It's
worse.
crazy the shit that we have to be grateful for.
That's
It
true.
is, yeah.
Like,
it really
thank
is.
God I'm not a slave again.
It
Thank God
sucks.
I can say some shit about the government and not be dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you can protest and not have them like Tiananmen Square your ass and shoot a fucking
Bad, bro.
tank at
That
you.
shit is insane.
Yeah,
Run
man.
over your own citizens with tanks. Like, how do you like
fucked up.
as a fellow like Chinaman? How do you not? Is that even the right term for
No,
that?
don't say that.
Chinaman
Don't say Chinaman.
As a fellow Chinaman, do you feel? How do you not feel wrong for running over your own fellow Chinaman?
Because they want to keep their power, bro.
Also, it's so like there's so many people over there. It's like very dog eat dog over there. Where it's
I
like
think so.
I
Yeah.
gotta get above you. Sorry, bro.
And also
Like,
that
why are you protesting? And
I
not
feel
in
like
this tank?
a lot of
Like I
people in
am.
that situation, like when you're a part of that system, you do everything you can to like keep it going because it'll benefit you and your family in the long run.
Yeah, and also that's the type of system where like it is so in place and so
Yeah, it's so-
unmovable
yeah.
that like either you better like get with the program or that's
You're out of there.
Yeah, or you're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
gonna
fucking
be,
your coworkers will get your ass out of there.
yeah, you're gonna be fighting back to nothing. Like
Exactly.
you're fighting back against a brick wall.
So
you don't have the shit. To
Do you
fight
guys
against
think
this.
that the U.S. will ever go to war with them in the future?
China?
Probably.
Do you think,
yeah.
do you think
Fuck
there'll ever
yeah.
be a point where we go to war? Do you think there'll ever be another major war because of the
Yes,
fact that we're
yes,
so
yeah.
advanced nowadays? Like,
No,
there's
it'll happen.
Do you think we'll actually have a war where people like go down and like actually fight, or do you think it'll be more so like economic, like trade war kind of shit?
It might be some like kind of. I
Because,
would,
like, if you
I would
think
hate
about
for
it-
it to happen, but like some not nuclear, but like missile type of shit, like ballistic
Yeah.
type of shit.
Not because then we'd all blow each other to hell. So I feel like they would.
But they wouldn't
But
give a
not
fuck
nukes,
at that
not
point.
nukes, like ballistic missiles. Like we're gonna shoot your military base up.
They wouldn't.
And
They wouldn't
maybe
give a
it'll go
fuck.
towards cities and shit.
Because if we
eventually.
all have missiles, they'd be like, "Yo, all right, we all got missiles."
The thing is, we do all got missiles.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
just
that-
no
that-
one's shooting them yet.
That's exactly why I think it wouldn't go to that, because they know like, okay, the U.S. has a shitload of missiles, China has a shitload of missiles. What are we gonna do? Just bomb each other to hell? We can't do that. We have to figure out a more strategic way to fight. I think it's all
Maybe.
gonna go to like economic warfare.
If somebody hits America, we're gonna blow a missile out.
Oh, most definitely. If somebody hits America,
we're gonna blow a missile out.
wars are getting cleared right away. Just like with fucking in World War II. We
That's
stayed,
when-
we stayed out of that shit and right up until Japan bombed us, and we're like, okay,
Exactly.
all right, we're gonna get involved.
That's
now.
the only time America has really been touched in like a major war.
That's
Besides
true.
like
That's true.
That
besides
was
the
it.
war of like 1812.
Ah, that's
That's
not
the
a
last
real war.
fucking time.
Fuck that war.
Everything bad was going on over here then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was all trash over
Yeah,
there.
both sides were American.
Yeah.
and everyone's losing.
Both sides were
No,
American.
War of 1812. That was
I was
It was
British.
Brit-
We
it
were
was
fighting
the
for British,
British.
right?
Yeah.
We were fighting
That's
for independence
hilarious.
over here.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
The
right.
But
British
to
had
be
come
honest,
back.
I mean, both sides were quote unquote American.
I'm thinking
quote
Civil
unquote
War. I'm thinking Civil War.
English. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
But I think, yeah, if anything, the next major war that will happen absolutely will deal with us.
Yeah.
And either Russia or China, and I'm pretty goddamn sure it's going to be China.
I'll say
wouldn't
I'll put
doubt
my
it.
money on China.
Yeah. Because China's gaining some serious power.
Russia's just sneaky. They just like they ride beneath the coattails. They want to
Yeah.
see the U.S. explode from the inside. They want to see the U.S.
Exactly.
implode. They don't
Yeah,
want to see it explode. They want to see it
exactly.
implode. Like that's why like the U.S. they influence the U.S. elections by getting people like Trump elected, and that's why Russia likes Trump, because of the fact that he makes us look stupid and he made bad decisions for us and he alienated a lot of our allies, because that's Russia's plan. They don't. War is too expensive. It's too many people die. So the way Russia sees it is like, okay, let's let them fucking break each other apart from the inside and just do our own thing.
What does
So
Russia
smart, too.
what does Russia offer as like a economic like material?
Their main thing is like oil and gas,
okay.
and what else do they have?
Bears.
Industrial
Bears,
things, I'm assuming.
yeah, industrial, like some manufacturing, but
steel
mostly just oil,
shit.
and gas. They have some
Okay.
of the biggest oil and gas companies in the world, but
Yeah.
that's really just about it. And even then, they lie a lot about everything over there. So like they lie about everything you can imagine, like their reserves and all that shit.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch, man. But
Yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot of reserves.
They got a whole bunch. They have like a fraction of what they actually say. They have.
Exactly, and I'm sure it happens all the fucking time.
But they have no actual natural resources aside from the gas. And shit.
Yeah, aside
no like
from the oil and
substances or anything.
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
nothing really. Yeah, that's like their main thing.
Yeah, China doesn't
And
either.
tourism. No, I'm just joking. That's
Tourism.
the fucking Russia.
See, that's the thing about China. Though. China doesn't either. They're just both of them are just really
Well, they
strong
make
industrial
everything.
powers.
Yeah, that's true. But
But they have no like they couldn't grow their own food.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
have a material.
Like
yeah.
if we set up like embargoes and like they had to work with what they had, it would be
China,
a huge issue.
China would be fucked over because people are always emphasizing that like the trade deficit benefits them because we're in a deficit to them, right?
Yeah.
But the United States is the largest producer of oil and gas in the world. We can fucking run our whole entire country without anybody else's petroleum.
I didn't
right?
know that until very recently.
I'm about to say, I didn't
We'd
know
be
that.
completely
Yeah.
fine. We'd run through it eventually, right? But because our country's so big and we have so many natural resources and so many dead dinosaurs out here in the fucking ground, right? There's so much fucking oil and gas out there.
Okay.
But China doesn't have shit, right? So they depend on like us. They depend on the Saudis and Iran to get them oil.
Okay.
Shit like that. You know what I mean? But if we were able to like place embargoes somehow, we couldn't do it with Iran because Iran also hates us.
Yeah.
If we were able to do it with other
I
countries.
feel like everybody hates us.
No. Only ones that really openly
The big countries hate us.
only
the
ones
ones
that
who have power enough to hate
Yeah.
us. The others are just like
the only
I hope
ones
they
that
help us.
openly hate us, I would say, are China, Iran, and Russia doesn't openly hate us. Russia like low key hates us.
You know what's crazy? We have like no issue with England. Like,
Yeah, I mean, of course that they're.
and that was the country
do
we
their
was
own thing.
beefing with the most.
Well, think
like
about-
visibly.
They're low key, aren't they? Like mooching off us a little. We
Oh yeah, we
kind
do.
of assist them big time.
we
don't
support them a lot. We
Yeah,
support
yeah, I'm about to say they
economy.
get more off of us. They get our art. They get most of our art. Like they get most of our materials or whatever.
To do what? To give to the stupid queen? who gives a fuck about the royal family? They like
That
them over
shit's a
there.
joke,
Apparently,
man.
they're bringing a lot of
That
tourism
shit is
money
a
and
fucking
shit. But
sham, bro.
what the fuck?
And I'm fucking mad at people that like genuinely care about that family.
Let's talk
And
about
a lot of people do.
Let's
That
talk
is
about their-
insane.
everybody.
But my
They're
fucking mom was watching Prince, the dude that just died.
Charles, Philip.
I think it was Phillips.
Yeah,
she was watching the funeral. I was like, why are you watching the fucking funeral? This nigga do not like you.
Yeah,
He doesn't care about
No, that
you.
dude was 100% like
He was a fucking dick.
legit racist.
He was a freaky man. He was a racist.
a freaky.
Bro, Prince Diana was the blood ran close.
Oh,
The blood.
People say he had her killed because she was fucking an Egyptian.
Exactly.
She was getting that Arab dick.
Oh, I know. In the tunnel, right? They got her killed in that tunnel.
Yeah,
and
that's the theory. Is that all right? So supposedly she died in a car crash, but the conspiracy is that the royal family had her killed because they found out she was fucking on this Arab dude all the time, and she was in love with him, and she wanted to run away with him.
And
she
they
was
did that
happy
weird.
with her husband. And
They
shit.
did that
Yeah.
weird thing where they compare like I think it was that guy because he was always around her like sort of like a bodyguard type situation.
Hmm.
Who, the Arab guy?
Yeah.
I
Was
didn't know that. I would trust your
They
judgment.
always
more.
say the two kids look more like the guy
the Arab guy.
than the prince.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it's one of those
Imagine
situations.
that you fucking on the royal family like.
Imagine that pussy. That's wild.
Princess Diana.
That's royal pussy.
She was good looking.
I didn't think she was good looking.
She was all right.
I thought she was good looking.
She's English good looking.
She's
Yeah.
not Meghan Markle good looking, but she's
Where
good
they have the
looking.
teeth. She has like the teeth.
Hey, first of all,
and then,
let's talk about what they fucking said to Meghan Markle. They said this is fucked up, man.
fucked up thing
they
about the
said
babies.
they were worried the baby would come out too dark.
Have you seen what Meghan Markle looks like?
What kind of
statement is
fucked
that?
up shit is that to say?
Dude, Meghan
She's the
Markle-
same color of most IKEA
Yeah,
products.
she's more gray than she is black,
Bro,
she is not
light.
dark.
She is light. She could pass for a white woman. She really could. And it was really mad that she was going to come out like some dark skinned ass
Right?
baby.
I just can't stop thinking about the fact that this royal child,
This child would be too dark.
this child would be too dark.
I think about it.
They were in the paper bag.
They were the most powerful empire in the world at one point. They controlled so
They control
many
the
countries.
Yeah, they control
Like,
a fuck ton of countries.
India, fucking
Africa.
a bunch of African countries, like a bunch of countries all across the world.
And now they don't got shit
Now
going
they're just
on.
a laughing stock with fucked up.
No, they're not a
teeth
laughing
and-
stock, bro. They still have hella power in the government, in the English parliaments and shit like that.
But
like
only
the
in their
queen-
set. But they have nothing to work with.
When
anyways.
the queen dies, it'll be over.
Aren't they more like they're more like ornamental?
They don't have actual like
Like
they don't have like
law passing
they don't have law
power.
passing power, but they have influential power.
Yeah.
Wait, so why do you say when the queen dies? What do you think?
Because
is
the
gonna
queen
change?
is such a she's such like a figure. Like She's on the money.
She's like the last real figure.
Yeah, she's like the
When it
last
comes to,
one.
like,
And I
royalty.
think after that, the image will go away like a little bit. It'll go down to the princess, but I mean, fuck them.
Because the next in line, the rest of them are pretty young, right? They're like
Yeah,
in their
they're
30s,
pretty young. They're
40s,
in their 30s right now, and they're just now getting married and shit like that.
and they don't care as much.
They care about him, but they don't care as much as the queen, and they don't care about the princess as much as like Princess Diana and shit like that.
Makes you think. I wonder what it's like over there. I always wonder what the fuck it's like over there in like
It's
the
always
UK.
always raining.
It's
no
just
clouds,
it's
always
terrible weather.
clouds,
Beans for breakfast.
Beans. I heard they had the worst food.
God. Bro, they eat like a sunny side egg, some beans, and like legit a fucking bagel
That
or
is
something
crazy.
like that. Baked beans, them hoes wet. The beans are not dry; they're wet.
And
beans.
they're not Bush's baked beans. They're just
they're not.
flat plate.
Wet,
They're just beans, bro.
And they're
salty. Ugh.
They just beans.
That's not the way to eat. That's not
But
the way to eat
we have
breakfast.
it's a lot of similarities and shit. It's just on the they're just way smaller than us, and that's it.
And they're a lot more fit than we are. A lot
Yeah,
of
they don't
fat people over
overeat
here.
and shit like that.
Yeah, we overeat like a motherfucker.
The only reason they get fat is because they drink too much, and that's it.
Too many fish
They
and
all
chips.
fit in like
Yeah, too much
Adidas
fish and
tracksuits and
chips.
shit. We don't fit in
Yeah.
Adidas. I couldn't put
But
on Adidas tracksuit.
they have weird
right now.
bodies, man. They have like skin. They're skinny. Like they have skinny chests, skinny arms and legs, but they have like bellies.
Oh yeah,
I think like you said, they
You know
drink a
what I
lot
mean?
of beer and shit.
yeah. Drink a lot of beer.
A lot of that type of
It's
stuff.
a working man's country. Like
Yeah.
everybody fucking works all the time, and then that's it. They just go home and drink and get disappointed with their wives. and
watch
that's-
They're probably
soccer.
way less about weed than we are. You know,
yeah, I
like
think
they're
so.
probably way more about drinking,
yeah, they're way more about drinking.
less about drugs. Or if it's drugs, probably like rave type of drugs, like party drugs.
Yeah,
over there.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. That's actually a good point.
I
I never
feel like
because we smoke a lot of weed in the
I
U.S.
feel like everybody around the world is into like drugs. Like I remember a friend of mine was telling me that
Everybody
in
is.
Vietnam.
Oh, yeah.
He was telling me in Vietnam they do Molly just like they do Molly here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Molly in Vietnam, they put little like they put like little glass shards
Yeah.
in
oh my
it,
God.
right? So you take it, it like cuts you just a little glass shards.
Just a little bit.
Little
It's
ones.
safe. We're safe.
It cuts like the inside of your body a little bit, and that way the chemical goes into like your bloodstream quicker.
Fucking mainline it that way.
Isn't that crazy?
That is
though?
crazy that somebody really sat down and thought about that.
It's got to be a little.
It can't be safe to put into your body.
No, it can't be.
Yeah.
It can't be.
How does your body heal like micro cuts?
Micro
in your-
cuts.
Oh my goodness.
That's horrifying to think of.
I think they're talking about legalizing MDMA for like therapy and shit like that.
Hell yeah, man.
Wow. And
Not for
Dan-
recreational.
dance
though.
therapy.
yeah, right. What the hell are you gonna do
Rave
with an upper?
therapy?
You're gonna freak out if anything. Like, you're gonna be way more the way you are before MDMA with.
It was
MDMA.
like-
it's
it's not
gonna
like-
hurt more than help. I would feel.
It's not like Molly doses of MDMA though. It's like smaller doses. So it's not the same. It's not like yo, I'm in the therapy room right now.
I mean, we're
I
going
want to
more
rub
towards-
against everything.
Can I touch your face, therapist? Like, I mean, we're headed more towards that drug route, like fucking Oregon and shit, decriminalizing shrooms and like all these like major drugs.
Because they're realizing like in the right usage, it's helpful. But it's when people go like over the top with it, then that's when it gets a little weird.
Yeah.
But in small doses, a lot of things are good for you.
Yeah, certain things though. So, listen, I've taken shrooms, okay, and I've taken acid, and we could do without those. as a civilized society, those should be illegal. We don't need to.
No,
Listen,
there's
if you get your hands on them on your own time, then have at it. Have a great time.
I have a
But they
counter
shouldn't be
argument. To that.
decriminalized.
I have a counter argument to that because of the fact that they found in a lot of studies that microdosing those has actually helped a lot of people with depression.
Yeah,
helped
that's what they're for.
People who have mental illnesses, they've microdosed it and they're like happier than they've ever been.
So maybe you should say decriminalize it as in like not recreational,
Yeah.
not for recreational use, but for like therapeutic use.
No, I'm just fucking around.
It's
Yeah,
therapeutic, it's-
microdosing. That's true. Like that, I'm sure there are like,
Medicinal.
some good positive benefits to it.
Yeah. There's good stuff about it, but recreational, no.
Yeah.
Leave that to weed.
Speaking of mental illness, all right. So the other day, I'm driving down one of these major streets we have in Houston, and there's a lot of cars backed up, almost like if there was an accident.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? So I'm driving by, and I'm getting to the point where I think I'm gonna see what is an accident, right? But it turns out what happens is this super fat black dude with titties, butt naked, and tattoos all over his body. Butt naked. I saw his dick. It was like this little. He's like
That's that drug dude.
he's like literally like
drug.
not much
he's
blood
like-
circulation.
6 or 7 feet from my car, and he's like dancing and shit, butt naked, and like picking up signs from the middle of like the median of the road and throwing
Yeah.
it. and like a bunch of cars are like recording him and like rubbernecking and like trying to get him on camera. And I see cops like running after him, trying to like arrest him. I'm like, dude, this guy is off his fucking rocker. He was literally butt naked. There wasn't even underwear on him. He was butt naked.
Good for him. Good for him.
That's what I told Kanye.
Good
That's kind of what I
for
told
him.
him. AV sent the video of that, and I was like, bro, imagine how much fun it would be to be that free. Like, listen, it doesn't matter how you got there. Let's say he took the craziest drugs. Let's say his life is shit, but he got to that point, and he's running
And he
around
felt
butt naked.
amazing.
He must have felt you got to feel like you're on the top of the world.
You know how high you have to be to do that?
He was dancing.
I don't give a shit about none of the other
Bro,
years that I
nothing.
lived. Like right now, this is all that matters.
You know how
And I'm
crazy
ass
that
na-
is?
And I'm ass naked.
Letting the breeze. That not gonna lie, that part must feel good. Just the breeze just hitting your butt cheeks and going up. through
Especially
your
all the
balls
cars
and all
driving around you. Like, they weren't going that fast. Actually, fuck no, that would be hot
that.
as
He wasn't
hell.
even looking at the cars. He was actually just looking down and dancing butt naked.
In his own world.
He was
with no headphones.
Omar put it right. He was in his own world. He wasn't looking at anybody else. He didn't even know there was anybody there. He was just walking butt naked, picking up signs, throwing them.
Bro, he's having
Bro,
a
good
great
for
time.
him, man.
He had the best 5 to 10 minutes of his life,
I wish I could be that free.
and then he got caught up.
Because mentally, you have to be just gone.
But imagine being the
Yeah,
cop who
you
has
have
to
to be
arrest
checked
him.
out.
Like I'd be putting on gloves. I don't want to touch this butt naked
Yeah.
guy. Like
That's-
his ass cheeks on my fucking uniform.
You're in a pickle now if you're that cop. Yeah. How do you tackle over, especially if he's a
How do
bigger
you
dude.
tackle a big black man with his
Yeah.
dick out?
Listen, he
What do you
didn't-
do?
AB sent the video. Right, I saw the dude. He didn't look huge, but he looked like a reasonable grown man. He
Yeah.
looked like a
He's
big,
a good
big
sized
dude.
guy.
Yeah, and not only that, but he was like a chunkier dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
like it'd take like
What-
two cops maybe.
Yeah.
To
What
take
if you
him down.
tackle him? He starts peeing on you.
Oh my god, shits himself.
Shits himself?
Oh
Bro.
my god! Or just starts
Fucking hell.
throwing up or like flailing around.
Any
and shit.
fluid that comes out of him, I don't want to be there.
Oh my god!
That
Imagine
sounds
he
like a
hasn't
bad
showered
day.
in a very long time.
Oh.
Dude, I recently saw a thing. It's a little gross. It was like a homeless. It was used to be. I think she's a Victoria's Secret model, and she went down like the drug route, and she became homeless.
Uh-huh.
I think in California, and she said she might be lying. She might just be saying this because she doesn't want to feel too gross. But she said that she wouldn't shower to like kind of like force men off so that she wouldn't get sexually.
Oh,
assaulted
yeah,
or
yeah,
anything.
yeah. I fully
So she would
believe that.
basically like make her like she would let herself become stinky.
Like, let the coochie get dirty.
Let
That
the
way
coochie become
guys
dirty.
don't wanna
Yeah, she
fucking
wouldn't
rape
clean
her,
at
like,
all.
on the streets when she was homeless.
Yes.
Damn.
So it was
I
like
fully
herself.
believe
That is
that.
gross.
It
So
must be
imagine that
hard to
guy's
be-
smelling like shit.
To be a homeless woman and even like an attractive homeless woman, that
That
would
would
be even
suck.
more difficult.
Bro,
'cause
but
they all
when you
just
said
wanna
that, I
fuck
had
you.
like 1,000 thoughts. I was like, bro, as a girl, like, how do you even let yourself get to that point? Like, to be homeless. There's so many things.
Oh
you can
right,
do.
yeah. As a Victoria's Secret model,
There's so many things. There's so many favors you can call
Start an
come on, bitch, get
OnlyFans.
it. Yeah, an OnlyFans. An OnlyFans is the first one that comes to
Bro,
you.
you can do so many modeling jobs that's
You would-
like, it's crazy.
You would
Yeah.
think like a rich guy driving off the street would be like, "Oh wow, she looks great."
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Pretty
Like-
woman.
Like, you want to get in
Pretty
my car?
woman.
Pretty woman. You want to get in my car? You know?
Come take a bath in my mansion, at my high rise in New York. Let's go.
You know how fast you would get hired at a Starbucks if you're a pretty woman?
Yeah.
So fast.
That's all you got to do.
That's all you
Just
gotta
buy
do.
one nice outfit. Just one.
I think, yeah, she's just lazy.
Doesn't even
She's
need to be
just
that
lazy.
much. Just buy a sundress. Get yourself some
Just
flip
get you a
flops.
sundress.
And go walk around the Galleria, bitch. And just go go find a wealthy guy.
Work at a kiosk and eventually meet like your future husband there or
Exactly.
something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
So
Those
many things you
kiosks.
could do.
That's a great point. They always have some very attractive.
You could
women
be a
working at those
bartender
kiosks.
at a strip club. You could do so many things. You could be a bartender you could go strip.
Yeah.
There's so many things you could do.
You could be an escort if you really want to get down to it.
You could be an escort.
You could do a lot of things.
You could be an escort.
You could do a whole lot of things.
Oh my
I
god.
would love to be a fine woman. I hope I wake
If I
up
was
tomorrow.
a fine woman. God
I-
damn it.
I've said it before. I've said it again. If I was a fine woman,
Oh my god.
I'd have a very nice Corvette outside right now.
I would be just a hoe.
I'd be big balling. Yeah,
I'd
I'd be
be a
hoeing
hoe.
out, selling my body, but I'd be big balling.
And there's nothing wrong with being a hoe. Actually, being a hoe, I'm in support of not even just girls. People being hoes. Hoes
Yeah,
are the
go
most
for it.
fun people to be around.
That's true.
They are
Do your
so
thing.
much fun.
Very carefree people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, even guys. Yeah.
If you're approved, fuck you.
See, now being a hoe guy, that's got to be even funner.
That's even more fun.
Yeah, because the pool
So
is smaller,
much fun.
So there's not much competition. You're out here killing it.
You're out here
for
killing
whatever
it.
reason. You're just good.
Because if you're a guy hoe, that means you're good enough looking.
yeah, if
or
you're
you got
that
something.
good looking, that you're like your looks have you like getting a leg up and shit. Like for women, it's a lot easier.
But then a
because
sleazeball guy gets looked down upon, right? Because it's
No,
like,
they don't.
yeah, a guy who gets a lot of pussy, the girls look down on him like, oh, like this guy's fucking like,
What?
He's like a fucking, you know what I mean? Like he's a
Depends
fuck
how
boy.
classy you are
He's like a
about
fuck boy. Blah,
Nah,
blah, blah.
they say that because they got hurt by him. He did them wrong, or they couldn't get him.
They'll
That's the
still do
only
it,
reason.
though. They'll still do it.
And guys do the same thing about girls. They'll call a girl a hoe because they just couldn't fuck.
See, yeah, that's stupid. I don't see the point in that.
That shit happened all the time. I seen
that?
girls get thrown around and dudes was like, "Man, she a hoe." I was like, "You didn't fuck her, and you loved her. So what are you saying?"
It's a salty rejection.
Yeah, that
This
is
is bad,
Yeah,
bro.
It's a burning rejection.
Man, shout out to the hoes. Hoes are fun. I love hoes, man. Hoes are so much fun.
You gotta love a good hoe.
Yeah, they
And
have
I'll
the
tell
best
you what,
stories.
A lady hoe, like to someone of the opposite gender, probably the same way to guys to girls. Like a girl, you listen to her hoe stories. It's
pretty
interesting.
entertaining.
Yeah, I'll read a book about a hoe stories.
I read a book about them, and
They're not bad.
They're going to
not
be pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah, they're pretty interesting.
And they
Yeah,
have the
I'd
good
read, I'd read a
friends.
book about some.
I've learned some things from hoes. I've learned about
for sure.
anal from hoes. I've learned about other,
For sure.
other sexual categories from hoes that I would have not explored myself. You know,
All the girls listening right now are probably just like, you fucking pieces
Yeah.
of shit.
What do you mean? What's the bad about it?
they're like they're right. He's right.
Bro, when you hear how people are like really giving it up, like it is crazy.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
dudes are like pissing on people, and I was
Pissing
like,
on people.
what?
Legit pissing on people.
Legit. I've heard a girl tell me like she had a dude like pee on her, and I was like,
And she wanted it.
she wasn't mad at it, and I was like,
She was into it.
I guess that's what she was trying to say.
Wow. Would
She
y'all
was
ever pee on
probably
a
too
girl?
embarrassed to say.
That's shocking.
Would y'all pee on
I
a
would
girl? She's
never-
into it?
It
ever
depends.
in
Is
my
she
life
like
pee
the
on
mother?
somebody.
Is she
I
the?
pee on a girl. I'll pee on a girl.
Is
She's
she
into it.
Yeah. Wait.
If she's attracted,
Is she the mother of my children, or is she just some random?
If
like,
she's the
girl
mother
on
of my
the-
children,
she's a
get out of my
good-looking
house.
girl. She's a good-looking girl.
like a hookup, we're just gonna fuck. Suppose, or we
Let's
fucked
say
before
y'all
or
have
something?
been fucking for a little bit.
We're
And
not
y'all-
serious
Mm.
though, or are we serious?
Halfway. It could be, could not be.
I'd pee on her. if she's into it and she wants it, why not?
The way you said that. Now I'm on your side. Yeah.
I'd pee on her. I'd pee on her.
It's
Yeah.
not hurting if she want if it's unwarranted. Then no, it's not cool. But like,
What was the situation?
if she's like, I'm like we're talking about our kinks, and she's like, I really want you to pee on me.
Yeah.
I'd pee on her.
Let's say y'all been hooking up for a while and y'all have tried different things. You've tried like, some ball lick and
Piss
some,
right on her
some
face.
stuff here and there, And y'all are in the shower one day and she's like,
Yeah.
you know what? Why don't we like the next thing in line is let's try some piss stuff.
Okay,
wanna
like
piss on
where is the pee going?
On her.
If it's like if it's on her
um,
face, I gotta say no.
Let's
If it's on the
On her
face,
face.
no
on
one
the kitty,
specifically. Dealer's choice. You
It
pee
has, to
wherever
be,
you want.
it has to be her face.
I'll pee on her arm or
It has to
something.
be her face? Okay, it has to be her face.
Oh, it has to be the face.
Let's
I
go-
can't
let's
do
go all
that.
the way.
I kiss that face. I like that face.
She's gonna wash it right after.
I
Y'all are
still
in
know
the
what I
shower.
did. I still remember exactly what I did on that
right.
face.
I respect that. I mean,
can't
hey,
do it.
I mean, I feel you. Like I would do it, but she would definitely have to shower. But I would do if she was in, I wouldn't be into it though. I don't think I'd feel any satisfaction from peeing. But
I don't even see like. Well, I can't say that. That's
although
not
a
fair.
good pee sometimes can be better than a nut. That's the
That
truth.
is true.
Yeah, it can't. A really, really
is
good
true.
pee.
A
Like
pee you've been holding in for quite some time.
If you've been drinking a lot of water and you haven't been able to hit a restroom, and then you finally
Yeah.
get to pee, that can feel like it's better than a good meal. It's better than sex. Like it can feel
Ooh, it depends.
really, really good.
If I had a regretful nut, it's better than that.
a regretful,
A regretful,
Yeah.
nut, a shameful nut.
A shameful nut.
that I'm already bummed
A nut
out.
that I'll take back if I could. It's better than that.
Yeah,
Man.
but I don't know. I'd pee on someone though.
I
Yeah,
can't.
why
I can't
not,
do it.
man? There's worse things. There's worse things people
You're right.
do to each other. you
No
know?
rules.
Shitting on somebody though, that's
Shitting
not-
on somebody. Hey, yo, if I want somebody that even has the thought of that, I'm okay.
You
gone.
could be super fine. I'm not shitting on you.
I'm not shitting on you.
I'm not gonna be happy. About
I
that.
couldn't do it. It'd be too like weird. It'd be
Just,
too
just the awkward moment of you like hovering over her.
like trying to squat,
the
and, like,
silence
push it out.
of you pushing a shit out.
You could hear it just.
Oop, I got a good one cooking here.
A fucking bunch of corn all over her.
Oh my god!
It's like, how do we even clean this up afterwards?
yeah,
Oh,
you
God.
can't go back to that.
I
Well,
can't
she
even
ha-
be in that bed
she has to
anymore.
eat it.
That's not even healthy. That's not even okay. We got to take
Yeah,
you to the
yeah,
doctor
you
after
get
that.
sick. Yeah, you get sick if you eat poop.
You just throw up and shit.
Yeah.
Oh
so
my
the
God.
stomach acid, whatever.
Yeah, 'cause
the
it's just
fuck is in
waste.
there, I don't know. It's just waste. It's just waste.
How do we even lay in that bed anymore? Remember what I did to you?
You remember what I did? I shit on
You
you.
laid
I
a
shitted
nice,
right
laid a
there.
nice
Number
turd
2
right
on
on
your
her.
face.
I was hovering over you like a catcher. just waiting to poop it.
Remember when that whole Odell Beckham shit came out?
Hilarious.
That he wanted to get shit
What
on?
Odell Beckham? Give us context.
I don't really watch football, but Odell Beckham is
He's a
somebody
great wide
on the
receiver.
Patriots, I believe.
He's on the Browns right
He's
now.
on the Browns.
Yeah.
He's on the Browns now. And he's a great wide receiver. Very, like, you'll know who he is if you watch football.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's definitely a good-looking guy.
Cool
Yeah.
guy.
He's
He got
pretty
good
looking
dance
dude.
moves.
Yeah. Speaking of good, I'm going to tell you something in a second. He's a good-looking guy. And the story came out that he wanted a woman who he was having sexual relations with to shit on his chest.
Yeah.
And he was making requests like what to eat and like like hold it in for like a few days and then you can come over. I need to make sure you're at maximum shit. And
You know, I mean,
Apparently he
I
was
don't,
into it.
judge him, man. I mean, I feel like to each their own.
I guess.
especially if
And-
you're at that level
he's
of
not-
attractiveness.
Yeah,
like
he's not.
fucking.
He's not even forcing her to do it.
And he's in
You
Cleveland. So it's like,
What you got going on? Yeah,
What else you gonna do?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, man.
It explains why he's been single for so long.
The state name starts with an O.
It's hard to get a woman to willingly want to do that all the time.
Consistently. Just consistently.
No,
poop on
no
you.
gold diggers that committed. You know what I mean?
very
To like
attractive woman
to
that you-
legitimately just want to like poop on you
Just
all the
poop
time.
on you all the time.
You have to have a freaky bitch, man. You have to have a freaky.
You gotta have a full bitch.
So, Omar, what were you gonna tell us? What story were you gonna tell us?
It's not really a story. So recently, I was watching a clip of a Mission Impossible movie. Right? It was
Which one?
It was the most recent one. I believe Mission Impossible.
Rogue
Six.
Rogue Nation.
Maybe
The one I think it was Rogue Nation.
Well, it was yeah, it was a Mission Impossible movie. The most recent one, I honestly
Yeah,
couldn't
Mission
tell you.
Impossible 5 Rogue Nation
Okay, Rogue Nation
with Army Hammer.
They did 6, right?
What was Army Hammer? No, Henry Cavill.
Here we go.
Yes,
Superman.
that's where I'm
Yeah,
going.
Henry Cavill.
We're
with
talking
the,
about
with the
attractive
greatest
dudes.
fucking mustache in the goddamn world.
Bro,
That mustache is amazing.
listen, I'm not gay.
Nah, bro, he's Superman. You
I'm
can
not
fuck
gay,
I would
but
fuck
the
Superman.
guy is a smoke show.
Omar
There's a
would
scene-
suck his dick.
Yeah.
He's Superman.
For a Lincoln for $5, I'd suck his dick. For $5, I'd suck his
Superman.
dick. $5, and if he autographed the $5 bill, I'd suck his dick.
If you wouldn't fuck Superman, I can't trust you. He's Superman. Have you seen his chin?
Bro,
It's strong.
he looks sturdy, and with
It's
the beard,
amazing.
he looks like a good-looking dude. There's a scene
Man.
where they're in the restroom. It's
Oh
him,
my God.
him and Henry Cavill. It looks like they're
Wait, are they
friends.
sucking each other's dicks? I don't
They're
think
in the stall. There's a hole.
there's a whole Tom Cruise is laying down. I mean, come on. All right, go on.
I'm trying to think of a Mission Impossible sex pun, but so Henry Cavill and Tom Cruise are in a restroom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any of the story up until this point. I literally just watching this clip.
Oh my God.
But you can tell that they're friends, and they're both gonna run up on this Asian dude who's washing his hands.
Oh, that's a great scene.
They're gonna try
Yeah.
to beat his ass, right?
Uh-huh.
Asian dude knows they're coming. He knows they're coming. He sees them from the corner of his eyes. It's a really good fight scene, by the way. Y'all should watch it. Henry Cavill, Tom
amazing.
Cruise
It's
bathroom
a
fight scene.
amazing scene, man.
Look it up on YouTube. You'll find it immediately.
Yeah.
Really good fight scene, but there's a part where they get into the stall. The Asian guy's beating the shit out of both of them. They can't really get a hold on him. He's kind of like breaking their grasp and
Doing
beating them
gung
both.
fu?
Hoi!
Yeah.
Whooping their ass. They're trying to get a laptop. No. They knock him out. They put him in a stall. They're trying to get his fingerprint or something like that. He wakes up, starts beating the shit out of them in the
Oh
stall.
my God.
Yeah. Starts beating the shit out of them in the stall. He kicks him out of the stall. And Henry Cavill gets out. He takes off his jacket. And he
Man.
kind of like gears up to start fighting. And I'm like, bro, I'd fuck this dude.
moist.
Fuck this guy.
And when
He's
he
gonna-
did that, I was like, bro, I'd fuck this
he's
dude.
gonna defend me.
And that's it. That's the end of the story. But he's a good looking guy.
He's a good looking dude.
And go watch
bro.
that fight scene on YouTube. It's
Hey,
a really
man,
good
hey,
fight scene.
Shout out to the Mission Impossible movies and Tom Cruise, who's in his 50s, fantastic shape.
Fucking
the
crazy.
movies are so entertaining, and he does all the stunts himself. I don't
It's
know
insane.
anyone else who has the balls to do that. Say what you want about the guy, but his acting is always good, and the stunts are insane, man.
Very true.
Insane.
I think it was the
Literally-
last one. He held on to like a straight up airplane.
Yeah.
Like a 757.
And it was
just a
going
straight
up
up
in the
airplane.
like it went up in the air.
And he had a
Insane.
harness on, but like at the same time,
No, that's still crazy.
it's still crazy. And if I had a harness on, I'd still be extremely
dude,
scared.
no,
to
in
do
Rogue-
that.
in the fourth one, he
and
was
Ro-
on the side of a building.
And he broke his shin. He
was
fractured
like-
his shin or something.
He was
Dude.
like free. I don't know what it's called.
Free
but he was on
base
the side of a building. Free basing.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
yeah, and the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Omar, the one you were talking about, he was on a plane on that one, and he also hung off of a helicopter,
Yeah.
Oh my!
like
fucking
just like
God.
a moving helicopter, just hanging off the rail.
That's the scariest, bro. You watch the clip of that, and he's legit. There's like some little holes on the side of the plane. He's just fucking holding on to them.
That's it.
Straight up holding on to straight up upper body strength.
Balls of steel.
Oh my! And planes go hundreds of miles per hour.
Yes.
They're going fucking fast. Like on takeoff, they're going
Fuck
fast.
all that. Look down.
And he
It's
was
straight
looking,
ground.
bro. If you look at the clip, he's looking down. He's looking down like half the time. He keeps looking down like I don't know why.
The funny shit is that he produces all his movies now just so he can do that.
What a cool dude.
Just so he has all the power.
He's a little crazy fucker, but what a
No,
cool
he's crazy
dude.
as
Yeah,
fuck.
man.
He's
He's
crazy.
Scientologist.
I mean,
He's a Scientologist.
dude. It gives him the power to do that, man. I got to give it to him.
Bro.
Nuts over there.
Just for our entertainment, he hangs off the side of an airplane.
Yeah, remember
Right?
that video of Tom Cruise going nuts on the production crew?
Hilarious, hilarious.
Screaming at
No,
them.
but he was going off for a good reason.
No, it was justified. Apparently,
Yeah, it was a good reason.
Two of the workers, like on some production crew, on some movie he was directing, they were talking to each other without masks or
Yeah.
something.
violating COVID protocol.
It was a good
Violating
reason.
COVID
And then somebody was like, "He's using his power to demean the other workers." I was
Sometimes
like,
you
"Bro,
gotta put him in
he's
their-
doing a good thing."
Yeah, he's paying them a lot of money. Put them in their place. They're working for Tom Cruise.
Yeah, he's a producer of the fucking movie. You know
Exactly.
What I mean?
Motherfucker,
Like, he
you
can
better do a
whatever
good
he
job.
wants.
It's going to go into your resume. You better do a good fucking job.
He could have said it in a better tone. No,
He would.
it wouldn't
For the
have worked.
audience, he was yelling at him.
He was yelling at him
He was
hard.
getting mad. He was like, "You do that? You fucking do that again? You're off the movie. You're off the project. You too." like shit like that.
But it was for
But
a good,
it's
it was for a good
justified.
reason. It was
Yeah.
justified. Very well justified.
5'5" maniac. Exactly. A fucking crazy
Insane.
person.
What a ballsy and interesting guy, man.
Yeah.
I would never want to be in a room with him, ever.
I would.
I wonder what
Hell
the fuck
nah.
he'd say to you.
I would be scared.
Like you run into Tom Cruise at like a
I feel like
Like a
he'd be cool.
Chipotle.
He'd be cool.
No, he would not.
he'd be a jerk unless you know him.
Tom
I don't think he would. I don't
Nah,
think he would
he'd
be a
be cool,
jerk.
man.
I just think he'd be fucking weird.
You think you come into him as like a straight up stranger, like, "Oh, Tom Cruise, I love your movies." You think he'd be a nice person?
I think he'd be nice.
Yeah,
I
he'd
think
be
he'd
like,
be
he'd be like, yeah, he'd be like, you want a photo? Like, I think he'd be a cool ass guy, man.
I think he would do
comes off-
that,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
also think he would just say something weird at the end. You'd be like, "What the fuck, Tom Cruise?"
Have you accepted Zorba in your heart? And like, I just be like, yeah. I
Nah,
have,
man,
Tom.
he knows it's a rich people religion, bro. Poor people can't afford Scientology. He's not gonna push that on some fucking poor person.
Have
Yeah,
you
that's
ever
true.
accepted Zorba in your
Looks you
heart?
dead in your eyes and just says something like that. Yeah, Scientologists, they don't want the poor. We have no. What are
There's
we gonna
nothing-
offer?
nothing
We
to
have
offer,
nothing to
bro.
give.
You're gonna be able to get to a certain level, and they're gonna be like, "All right, you can't go any higher, so your poor ass is gonna stay here."
Or somebody gonna try to adopt us or something. That's it.
Some rich person.
Oh my god,
that
that
is
is
some-
fucking hilarious. Have you accepted Zorba in your
Bro, the
heart?
only things I know about Scientology are what South Park taught me. And
Yeah.
if South Park was right, and I think they were because usually they do their research.
Yeah, they were right.
Scientologists, like fundamentally, not like modern Scientologists. Like Scientologists believe in some crazy things.
Yeah, they
Absolutely
made a movie
outlandish.
about it.
What's the movie called?
Battleship Earth.
Well, that sounds crazy.
It's
The
terrible.
name of the Scientology.
It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
It's a religious movie. It's called Battleship Earth.
I mean,
I think it's Battleship Earth.
dude, the
my
creator was
God.
a science fiction writer. I mean, is that not? He's published 100 novels, or something like that.
Yeah.
That should tell you more than enough.
and
about
they
the
fully
religion.
believe in it, bro.
So from what I'm aware, they were aliens at one point. Weird little aliens from another planet.
Yes.
alien souls.
Alien souls. They got
Thetans.
transported over here to Earth and then got sent down a
Somehow.
volcano.
Yeah,
And then the
somehow.
souls got captured by some emperor alien.
Xenor, something. like that.
Yeah.
Xenu.
And then they put them in human bodies, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Which
That's
is,
pretty much it.
Which is fucking crazy.
That's
It's
the whole plot of the
insane
movie
to
right there.
believe.
It's
It's
good.
all a money scheme, in my opinion, and the
Yeah.
people at the top are just running it, and they know it's a money scheme, and they're trying to like keep it private, and they're trying to keep the money within the thing before it all starts. Because if you notice, there's been a lot of celebrities like leaving the church, leaving, because they eventually realized like, what the fuck was I thinking?
It's gonna
Yeah.
start crumbling. Or sometimes when celebrities get in some
Battlefield
hot
Earth.
water, they get into Scientology so that Scientology can back them up and they can use like their resources to back them up. And then once all of that is passed over, they're like, all right, enough of this.
Yeah, it's crazy. I never thought of
The
it like that.
lawsuits
Or like-
begun, you know?
Because John Travolta's in it,
He is. He's in the movie. He's
Wait.
the star of the movie.
but he likes
Oh
to
my
suck
gosh.
dick.
He does like to suck dick.
I've heard he's
secretly,
gay.
too.
There's a picture of him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
There's a picture of him online
Kissing it.
kissing a guy.
Yeah. I thought
this is a kissing a dick.
There's a guy's walking up to a private jet, and he gives the guy a kiss on the lips, and it was like his assistant or his friend or something. I was like, okay, you don't like. I don't
mean,
care
he was
how
in
close you
Greece.
are. No, I don't care how close. Lips.
As a straight dude, you don't.
Oh, that's
You don't
wild.
kiss another man on the lips. He kisses
Yeah.
guy on the lip. Like, there's just been a lot of rumors about him being gay, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, go suck a dick, bro. I don't care. You know what I mean?
But he's from the time where there was something
yeah,
wrong
yeah,
with it.
he
But
is.
now
Yeah,
it
that's
isn't.
true.
So
He's from the time where there was a problem with that, and I believe maybe like he wanted to keep it private, and
it would fuck up your career at that time.
yeah. The theory is that like what I've heard online or read online is that the Church of Scientology would release a bunch of shit they have on him, which is why he stayed with them for so many years.
That's what they do to a bunch of people.
They like because they get you to reveal your deepest, darkest secrets, and like send them like documents and shit about you and like give them your personal information,
It's
like,
a
bank
cult.
account,
Oh my
everything,
gosh.
right?
It's
They
just a
have,
cult.
They literally have control of your life, right? Like as you're giving them this information, as you get deeper and deeper. So like once you get in so deep, you can't move against them because if you do, they'll just fucking start fucking you.
Yeah, they did that to the girl that was in Kings and Queens.
She's fine.
Kings and
Leah
Queens?
Remini?
Yeah, they did
The
that to her.
wife?
She's real
Yeah.
fine.
Oh shit, she is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's very
Kevin
fine.
James' wife.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's good looking. He wouldn't.
she's
have
a
pulled
hottie.
it off.
She's a baddie, and I don't know how the fuck Kevin James got her.
Oh God knows.
All them fucking movies. Adam Sandler was married to what's homegirl's name?
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer. No, not Jennifer Aniston.
Salma Hayek.
Salma
Salma
Hayek.
He was, and Salma Hayek is a whoo.
This man was a whole cable guy
Yeah, she is
in
fine.
movies, and you talking about he pulled Salma Hayek.
Adam Sandler is one of those people that I would love to have like around me for a day.
Oh yeah, he's
Like
a great
if I
guy.
had the choice between like 5 people, Adam Sandler is probably going to be one.
The funny thing about him is like all his movies are just like vacations
So it's just,
every movie's a
it's
vacation.
him just like fucking around
with the homies.
Yeah, with the homies. He's got
And
like
that's
8
it.
homies with him
And he's always got a baddie. He's always married to a baddie that he would never get in real life.
every time.
Every time.
You know
every
who I wouldn't necessarily want to have like around me, but I'd want to interview? Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
'Cause
Jim
he
Carrey
seems
might be a lot to
interesting.
be around. But
I feel like
seems
I feel like he'd be
interesting.
intense
Like,
to like be around.
maybe
Yeah.
old Jim Carrey would be,
Interview would be
90s Jim
good,
Carrey would
like
be
just
fun.
to interview because he seems so interesting, bro.
I feel like old Jim Carrey would be worse.
Old Jim Carrey would probably get annoying really quickly.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be like strange and like a downer like he would be now. I feel like current Jim Carrey might be a bit of a downer and a bit too like
I see what you mean though.
a bit too mental like for me. Like a
Yeah.
bit too
He to me, he just seems like one of those people who's like they never needed like drugs or alcohol. Their brain is just like crazy.
Yeah.
That's
just,
the
like,
way he seems to me. Like his
picking
brain
the world apart like in
yeah.
a weird way.
like super
Yeah.
like abstract kind of person.
I'm not ready for this Jim Carrey. Too eccentric for me, man. I'm not ready.
I don't
for
want
that.
this.
So next time on the podcast, we're gonna have Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey,
Just
he's
joking.
going to be playing the blow up doll in the background
Yeah.
Let me ask you, who's one person you would have like let's say you had 24 hours with one person
to just talk to.
to just hang out. Yeah, they're just around you hanging out. They're down with whatever you're down with.
Oh god,
Dead or alive.
dead or alive.
And you
Dead
can
or
choose
alive.
you can choose the age you wanted them at.
Shit.
So it could be now, it could be when they're prime or
Dead
like,
or alive?
dead or alive, whoever you wanted.
Einstein.
that's
Dead
a
or
good
alive.
one.
I fucked up a little bit with that because that goes too far out.
Nah,
let's-
it's a-
let's-
it's
yeah,
a
but
good
let's
one.
do dead or alive.
We can do either or.
Dead or
That's a
alive,
good
those
one.
okay.
I'll do Einstein.
That
Einstein's
is
a pretty
interesting.
solid one.
Einstein, how to build a bomb? Tell me.
How did they build a bomb? Why did they build a bomb?
With my own bare hands.
Einstein, they're gonna use this for some crazy things in a few years. You need to tell me now.
Damn, I don't even know. That's tough.
I'd have.
I'm trying to go for somebody black, and I just can't think of it in my head. I would say Malcolm X.
He'd tell you some wild things though.
Yeah,
Dude, I heard he like grew up in a whorehouse and like
Yeah,
I
he
heard this
did.
man lived thousands of lives
he did.
Oh, poor dude.
within his own life.
Some Mike Tyson shit.
Yeah.
I'll go Malcolm X. I'll go Malcolm X when he was like 25. I want the good Malcolm X.
Malcolm died when he was like in his almost 40, right? Like late 30s.
Late 30s, I think.
Okay,
Ooh, I could be completely wrong about that.
I could be wrong too.
Who's
I
your-
feel like it was late 30s, early 40s.
Who's your one, Omar?
I don't know. I got to think about it. Maybe. Oh, that is so tough.
Oh, fuck that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He's still alive.
I know.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I want to.
yeah,
I
we-
want
yeah,
to
we
talk
said
to
that
him, bro.
earlier.
Is he even cool?
I want to talk to him.
Yeah,
bro.
we said dead or alive.
Yes.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like.
That boy, he was the shit in the 70s, and he changed his name. He went
what?
to he did the whole God damn it, it's not Islam. When they change your name, I forgot what it's called.
He just converted to Islam.
He just converted, and then he changed his name, and then bro, he was playing in the NBA in the 60s and the 70s when shit was wild, like in America.
He was one of the
He was one of he wasn't one of the first, but he was one of those guys that was like,
like first prominent ones. Like,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
doing really well.
yeah,
yeah, him and Dr. J was a little bit before him, but they
Him
were
and
actually
Will-
kind of around the same time.
him, Will Chamberlain, and then
They were fucking all the white bitches
Dr. J. Was fucking all the
That's
white
what was
women,
before it was socially
and
acceptable.
he was in L.A. where it was real.
Yeah, shit was
Yeah.
real.
It was
there.
different.
If I had someone, it would probably be like, who's someone funny that I think? It'd be some dumb shit like fucking.
Carlos Mencia.
No,
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
He would just keep repeating the same things you say.
Mind the Mencia, bro. You watched?
I can't believe
He was
he
a
got,
fan?
He got away with so much, and then
Stealing
they
all those
finally
jokes.
got him, bro.
Terrible.
Finally got him.
Fuck
So
that
it would be
guy.
Mencia, right?
It would.
I mean, you have to say it now.
It might be Hitler. No, it might.
Hitler would hate you, first of all.
I'm gonna say some dumb shit because I didn't think about this enough.
He'd be like, "Why did you choose me?"
I hate you immediately upon looking at me. I'd say like, fuck. I want to say like Seth Rogen, but I don't know. Maybe Seth Rogen's not.
I
that
feel like
fun to
that'll
hang
be
out
a
with.
good
He'd
guy.
probably be really cool.
Seth Rogen, I feel
Seems like he'd be super down to earth.
Yeah.
He'd be pretty cool though.
He's a
Seth
good guy.
Rogen, like Mac Miller would be pretty cool to hang out with, but I don't know.
Yeah.
He might not be super cool to hang out with.
I feel like you would.
Like for one day, I got one day for you. To
It
be
depends
cool.
on what you're trying to do in the day.
I don't know, but
What
like,
is this? What is
you
the
better
goal
wow
of
me,
this day?
motherfucker. You better wow me.
You better wow me.
You better wow
better
me.
do something
I
exciting.
pulled you out for this one moment, for this one day. You
Yeah.
better entertain me.
Go back to death. Go back to the afterlife.
Go back to being dead.
I say like some sort of comedian.
I changed my answer. Prince. Top.
Prince.
He gets you
After
some
watching,
pussy.
I'm gonna get some pussy. I'm gonna get high, and I'm gonna listen to some music.
after watching the Chappelle show and the fucking Prince skit, Prince seems so interesting,
Bro.
Dave Chappelle, actually, I'd hang out with Dave Chappelle.
That's what I was thinking about too.
Yeah,
I was
sorry, I
thinking
stole
about,
yours.
I was thinking
Bro.
about saying Dave Chappelle. Too.
Everybody that meets Prince has a Prince story. They say either he levitated, he disappeared in all their pictures, or he was just like a wild guy to be around.
Yeah, the Charlie Murphy one is the most interesting one. For those who haven't seen it, Charlie Murphy, he's a comedian who's dead now, but he did a skit on Dave Chappelle's show, the Chappelle Show, and he is reenacting basically what happened when he actually met Prince for the first time. And it's one of the most funny, interesting, hilarious stories. He also did one with Rick James that is hilarious.
Rick James, a great guy, too.
One of my absolute favorite skits on that show.
I'm Rick James, bitch. You
Yeah.
should know that quote.
One of the greatest guys in the world.
Yeah, man.
One of the greatest black pioneers we have.
That's
for
a good,
cocaine.
That's a good note to end on.
For cocaine only. Ended on cocaine.
Cocaine.
Thank
and
you for your
Rick
service,
James.
Rick James.
Cocaine and Rick James, guys.
Rick James, bitch.
All right, thanks everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.